Yo, what it do? Another new week, another new episode of Tech File. I feel like I sound really good. The studio mic sounds
nice,
different, fam.
Nice aesthetic and everything.
I'm saying,
backdrop all nice, clean.
We ain't gonna hold y'all up. We're gonna get right on into the show for the week.
Hit him hard, let's go. Red T-E-C-K, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he did miscellaneous. Spitting real talk for the entertainment. The podcast stand the game up and they get smacked back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them that better get their nose ready at a home city, you know. Get it block even on the low setting. And you know what you say, so we never gotta get tight than everybody else. Cause you get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like that. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race with my tribe. Going live with the pie. Do it like there's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them thrown in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle. This is technical file.
Welcome to episode 383 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Catcher, aka Mr. Give It To Me. What's going on this week? How y'all doing?
The Eric J is not joining us this week. He is being, I think he Tommy this week. I don't know what he got going on.
He usually Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, yeah, big Nick Fury energy.
Saving the world.
But he ain't here this week. I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
Better known as Mr. Ooh yeah.
Ooh yeah.
The one boy shit.
Hey, just the reps, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all it takes.
Remember when we did our intros before and Tim used to be like, I'm the man with 1,000 vests?
1,000 vests.
I got that.
That nigga had one vest.
That he wore 1,000 times.
Oh, we ribbon today?
1,000 vests.
If this is what we're on today, I am game.
Oh, nigga.
On God.
Like I said, the vest.
Oh, God.
Hey, look like that nigga, you raggedy bitch.
That's right. That's right. I feel the energy and the love in the building today.
Oh, man.
We finna go nuts. All right.
He said Tim out here throwing oranges.
Oh, shit.
Okay. What up,
What's
Jay-Z?
going on?
All right. Some housekeeping, y'all. If you are not yet already following us on our various social media platforms, what are you waiting for? Head over to Technical File at Technical File, TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky.
We on everything.
I'm gonna say Snapchat. Like, we ain't got no Snapchat. Technical File Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. On the YouTube side of things, make sure you hit that notification bell to go to know when we go live.
Mm-hmm.
And so make sure you do that. You can be like Jay-Z, who already he already knew what time it was. He said it's time for the show. So make sure y'all come and join us. We record live every Tuesday evening. So make sure y'all subscribe on the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do a Tubi movie, by the way.
Hey, we can write something. We can put something together.
We'll
put some. Hey, it could be,
Everyday Productions.
Yeah, Everyday Productions. Go ahead, dude.
Tubi, get into the film industry, dude.
He got the soundtrack going too. We out here.
I'm telling you, man.
I just want to be a villain or something, just so I can. That's all.
Why you gotta be a villain?
I just want to be evil as fuck. That's all I want to be.
That's your preferred dream role is to be like
I just want to be villain, fam.
The main villain or a henchman?
No, I want to be the main one.
Do you watch Beauty in Black? The Tyler Perry Netflix
Yes, I do.
show?
I've seen clips of that mama or the older lady.
Hey,
I want to be like her. That's what I want to be like.
I said he want to be Jules.
She be going.
He do want to be Jules.
He want to be Jules.
See, now I got to watch it.
You want to be Otis.
It's your type of carrying on.
It is.
Oh, hell yeah. I can get my shit off. Yeah, let's do that.
It is.
It is.
All right. I see Jay-Z said to be film would be
that would. We gonna get it
I want to be a bad guy.
What's
too.
with y'all?
See, there we go. We gonna work it out.
What the fuck? Family of villains?
Yeah, bro. We finna work it out.
Hell is this?
We finna work it out.
No game that needs a name. Actually, no. Let's do the game that needs. Y'all got any quick topics that come to mind? If not, we gonna move on.
Sure, okay, think of that.
You got anything real quick to come to mind? Game needs a name?
Nope.
See.
All right.
Here we go.
I was going to movie villains. No.
I mean,
I'm gonna be out quick.
Yeah, I got good. I got a strong 5. That's what
My mind blank as I said it out loud.
Exactly.
So what we're going to do, we're just going to get right into the topics for the week. We're going to start with some basketball news, go into quick NFL before we end with some wrestling. So let's do it. It's on you, sir.
All right. For the NBA check-in this week, we are talking playoffs. Are there any surprises in the standings so far at this point in the season? We got roughly about 10, 11 games left. So we right there. Is there any surprises on either side of the West or the East?
Let me pull these
couple
standings
teams
up.
You're like, I wasn't expecting this to be this way.
So you're talking about just what we expected from the beginning of the season to now?
Correct. So like, not necessarily like you can go off your playoff predictions, but as the season kind of went along, we've kind of been keeping up. And so are there any teams that's like, damn, I really expected more from them, or they really surprising the hell out of me?
I can go. I would say Detroit almost being in the top 5. I was not expecting them. Like, I know, Camille, I know you was you was heavy on them during the offseason. Yeah, Tim, during the offseason, but like they're legit can be a top 5 team in the East.
It will be the way the Bucks playing.
So yeah, that's definitely surprising. They're a young squad. It seemed like everything is just gelling. Like they some hoopers. Like they just out there balling, like hooping. And it's cool. They look like they're hooping carefree because they really ain't no high expectations on them. So they can just whatever happens this season is a win for them regardless.
Yeah, because they've already done better than they did last year and the year before combined.
Yeah, exactly. So they're playing carefree, and then I don't know. I actually checked out a few games and stuff like that, and they're actually a fun team to watch.
After I told y'all, hey, low key Detroit kind of fun.
Yeah.
I got some ha-has in the group chat.
Some ha-has.
I said, but it's a fun team to watch. Cade Cunningham is for real, which is part of why when Shaq went out to most, I don't want to talk about the Pistons. I was like, how can you not want to talk about the Pistons?
Oh, yeah, hate that.
They won 14 games last year, and now they are top 6 seed in the East. Like,
hell of a turnaround.
With a lot of the same pieces that they had last year, they brought in some vets like Tobias Harris and Beasley. A coach that cares is a big part. That's a huge part for the Pistons. That's definitely a surprise of the season. Cleveland, as you mentioned, Tim, we've seen them doing what they've been doing all year, but I did not see Cleveland being this good this season.
No, they're going through the NBA.
Historic offense.
That's crazy. I would say no shade, but the Lakers.
In what way?
Where it went from, I felt like
4C, baby.
No, I felt like y'all be roughly around the play-in area. Y'all be good, but the West was stacked, and we'll see what happens to now. Y'all got Luka, and the way LeBron was humming before he got hurt, y'all was clicking. Your team is turned into a legitimate contender. And you can see it. Anybody that run across them, there's going to be a problem, regardless of how many bigs they do or don't have, thanks to Luka and LeBron. Yeah. And hell, even y'all role players started playing really well. So it's the team as a whole has been looking and even cohesively playing a lot better than y'all did in the beginning. So for me, the Lakers would be a surprise. Y'all was number 2 at one point before LeBron got hurt.
Yeah, we were.
If y'all was still sitting at number 2, y'all definitely would have been number 1 in the book with a bullet. For sure.
On the other side of the surprises, the Phoenix Suns. That is a team that I thought was going to be a good regular season team this year. I was like, hey, Mike Budenholzer getting there. He's a floor raiser. He's going to make sure that they play at a certain level. KD and all them, they going to click. And instead, it's been chaos.
Yeah, definitely chaos.
They started 8-1, and now they are fighting for their life as a 10 seed in the West.
Crazy work.
Bradley Beal went from starting to the bench to starting again. You had Nurk talking about he don't know his role and he ain't talked to his coach before he got traded. You've seen KD pushing people on the sideline. It's been just a lot of stuff happening, and the wins haven't been as consistent as I thought they would be for Phoenix. So that's been a surprise for me. The Kings, not as much, especially how things kind of started. They fired their coach, and you know how that went so far for them. But
that always happens to him, man.
To Mike Brown?
Yeah. It always happens, bro. It always
turn somebody around, start looking good. We good on you, bro.
All right, now get up.
No more.
Appreciate it.
Get your black ass up out of here.
I gotta say too, I had higher hopes for Orlando.
I was just looking at Orlando. I'm like, they was the 5 seed last year, I believe. Or
5 or 6.
Right, yeah, 5 or 6. That's all.
Yeah, and like the way that they was humming, and then I think Banchero got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then France got but they were above water with the injuries. Like they were figuring out a way. And then when Paulo and France came back, it still wasn't clicking right. Like Suggs is out now for the rest of the season too, so that's a big piece for them that they're missing. But I thought that KCP was going to have a bigger impact. I thought that the 3-point shooting would improve for the Magic, and those things have not happened for that squad. Any other surprises for y'all along the way here so far this season?
Philly. We're gonna talk about the elephant.
The elephant.
Philly, just not imagining them being bottom 6, 7 in the league.
Mm-hmm.
That fall off is crazy, and I think that Philly has to spend this offseason to figure out which direction that they would like to go.
And then they can do.
If you were the GM of the 76ers, would you try to tear it all down?
No, I told you I tried to go around Maxey. I tried to build around Maxey. Maxey and now they got Jarrett.
Oh yeah, McCain.
Like you got a nice 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
Try to figure out how to fill in the rest of the blanks, and if you need to trade Embiid to try to fill out the rest of your roster with
makes sense.
Above average good players or some picks.
I was just going to say who.
But you can try. Then yeah, because the durability and dependability is the number one attribute, and as great as he is, he hasn't been there for the Philly.
Yeah.
And he's been there forever. They done paid him a couple times. He done got his MVP. Like, outside of a championship, it's not like he owes him too much left.
Oh, that's a big thing to owe him.
It is. Truly.
He was the franchise.
Right. And he's been the face of him. And
he's been the franchise.
He's been, when he's on Philly, he's been on his back and everything. Like,
he's been the face of the process. And the process ain't process. It ain't producing.
It didn't produce the end result of the championship so far.
Yeah.
So, at what point do you, like, all right, bro, we've done it. We've done the experiment, the research. We've got our theory, our hypothesis, the whole nine. Scientific method done 6 seasons, 8 seasons.
I know it's hard to get away from that because, like, they literally put all their eggs in one basket, fam, and it didn't pan out. So you, at this point, like, you know how sometimes you try to, like, I'm going to die on this hill?
Yeah.
You already died. So just go ahead and just get off and try to pivot and see what you can do.
And that's only, at what point do you figure that out? Because you also banking on, you want to trust that Embiid is getting healthy and trust that you see it in the work and things like that. So you're like, okay, we've invested in him. We want to make sure that, he good, things like that. We'll make sure that he gets back to health or whatever we need to do to make sure that we see this through with him.
Right.
But at what point, from the business aspect, when you hate looking at it like that, but
it's a business,
does it become a detriment?
They might be getting close to that point now. If this knee injury is one of those things, like, he's been hampered with injuries throughout his career.
Right.
His entire career.
But the thing is, you put up with it because when he's healthy and he's on the court, like, he is dominant.
He's top player in the league.
Dominant. So you dealt with it, but now the questions have to start coming up. But the crazy thing about him, I don't know how you get off that money because his new contract money ain't even kicked in yet.
No.
Like, it has not kicked in yet. And he's about to be getting paid $60-some million a year, if I remember correctly, what his contract is looking like. Like, it's. Are you looking up Embiid? Please do, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna start making some crazy money.
Man, that's nuts.
He signed a 3-year, $92.9 million contract with Philly, that including all $192 million is guaranteed, with an average salary of $64 million. $306,000.
I knew it was 60 plus. For Embiid with a bad knee, a 7-footer with a bad knee that might need additional surgery.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer at the bank.
I mean, he is, and again, when he's on the court, it's dominant. Ooh, that's tough.
The extension combined with his previous contract guarantees Embiid a total of $299.5 million through the 28-29 season.
I mean, get your paper.
Yeah, never had a man getting his money, but Lord.
But oh man,
that's also at what point does it become a detriment to the franchise? Now you finna pay him $64 million,
and they paying Paul George some not $60-some million.
That's still their fault.
Here you go.
I mean, all the decisions that they made is they fought and
podcast too.
Damn, he signed for 4 years.
Yeah, Paul George signed a long contract.
211 million.
He getting like 50 M's a year himself.
52 million a year.
That's nuts, though. I know
4 years.
That's funny.
And I'm glad you decided in year one, focus on basketball and not the podcast.
We gonna
he got 3 more years of greatness.
Fuck you in that podcast.
Year one, he said, you know what? I'm not gonna do them like that. I'm gonna get them what they need. So I'm gonna sit down. I'm hurt. Let me go ahead and rehab. Let me get my life together. Put the podcast on the back burner. And then, when I come out for Philly the next 3 years, I'm gonna give y'all the best 3 years Philly ever had. I can see it. I give them the benefit of the doubt.
That sounds like never mind. That's what niggas be saying. I'm gonna give you the best 3 minutes of your life.
3 minutes, damn. 2 pump shoulders.
Oh, I wish y'all watched anime, dog.
What kind of anime you watch? Talk about 3 pumps.
3 pumps, goddamn.
There's an anime right now called Solo Leveling. Like, as soon as you hit the climax, as soon as you hit the climax of the show, like, this shit about to go crazy. You see the bottom of dude's feet. It cut off, and it's the end of the show. But it starts with the soles of dude's feet. So y'all saying 3 pumps, like you get 3 pumps and you see the soles of his feet. So whoever's Solo Leveling, I know y'all.
Nigga pumping it, you see the soles.
I don't.
Something wrong.
I wish y'all. And then you asked. So I tried to explain, but you don't get it.
Funny.
It's even more confusing after the explanation.
Now I want to see it.
I don't want to see no feet.
You
pumps.
Might fuck with it. It ain't no feet pumps. Come on,
Come
on now, God damn. Feel how you're wilding.
Freaky ass anime. They be making them freaky animes. I don't know what you be watching in the comfort of your home.
Freaky ass anime.
But I will say, surprises, to get back on the topic here. One thing that has surprised me too this season is just how bad the Milwaukee Bucks offense has been consistently.
Yeah.
Like, they're like the 17th ranked offense in the league, and they have Dame and Giannis.
Yeah.
Like, top 10 defense, the middle of the pack offense is not what I expected with Dame and Giannis on the team. And damn, it's disappointing. So that's another surprise that has hit me so far this season. And real quick, to circle back to Detroit, they've had a top 3 defense since All-Star break.
Wow.
Like, just hooping. Something else that surprised me though, and Ken, this actually goes into Laker talk with Ken.
Okay.
Wait, what do we call this segment?
How the Lakers band with Ken.
There we go. New segment. Let's get it.
How the Lakers band with Ken. And the Lakers have lost, if I remember correctly, 7 of their last 10. It's been 3 straight losses for the Lakers here. What's happening? Why? Is it I know LeBron's missed some of those games along the way as well, but y'all had one of like the top defenses for a while there, even after the AD trade. And if I remember correctly, over the last couple of weeks, y'all have been like bottom 5 defense. Like, what is all happening with the Lakers?
So I'm gonna start from the beginning, all right? So we were on an 8-game winning streak.
Yeah, y'all was cooking for a bit.
Like, literally during that streak, we're looking like we can literally beat any team in the NBA.
That was before LeBron got hurt.
Yeah, but then that was before LeBron got hurt. We had Luka, LeBron, Austin.
Oh yeah,
yo,
Reeves is turned into
the best number
third.
3. Are you kidding? Yeah. This man be balling.
You do.
So having them run the offense, and then our defense was one of the top in the league. But it just seemed like as soon as like we just started cooking, it seemed like we just hit a wall. And for me, it looks like that we got a little complacent. We got a little too comfortable. Like, okay, like this is Laker ball. We know what we're doing. They like kind of stopped hooping with the urgency. Like getting Luka made it seem like, okay, we gotta figure this out. So it seemed like everybody just like honed in. We finna step it up, get Luka comfortable and everything like that. But now it just seems like it's kind of stagnant now. What I'm looking for Luka to take more of the vocal leader role. Especially since he has been like a lot more comfortable with the offense, and the offense has been running like very well with him, with his ball in his hands. So I'm definitely looking for Luka to be that vocal leader. Defensive wise, it just seems like again, like we lost against Orlando, started that game hot.
Yeah,
started that game super strong. But then second half, it just seemed like we just took our foot off the gas. Mm-hmm. So that's something that does concern me. But because we have been so well before, this losing streak, I'm confident that, barring injuries, that, we stay healthy. I'm confident that they'll turn everything around and we'll go into the playoffs strong. But I'm still optimistic. I'm still happy about this team. Again, like, who would have thought that the Lakers would be a 4th seed in the West right now, and that we are literally like a legit contender,
and that y'all would have Luka on y'all squad.
And we got Luka. And again, no homo. Luka looks every time I see it, Luka looks great in the Lakers jersey.
Shoot, what done happened now? I just got a text.
And then real quick too, since we're talking about the Lakers, I do want to shout out Bronny. Bronny was in the G League. Actually, last night he dropped 39 points. So he had 39 points, 7 rebounds, and he had I think he had 4 threes. So again, and then I do want to say one thing too. Can we please jump off Bronny dick for a little bit? Like LeBronny is I said LeBronny. Like Bronny is he's the 2nd round pick, fam. Like people really putting it like this man was like a 1st round pick, like he was like a lottery pick or something like that. He had to get the reps. We've seen that he's been getting the reps that he's needed. He's been looking a lot better, even when he gets in the game, when he's on the floor with the Lakers or whatever.
Brother,
he looks more comfortable and everything like that. But,
Dame is out for an indefinite period.
Yeah,
he has a blood clot in his right calf.
Shit.
And he is on blood thinning medication, which has stabilized the blood clot. But Damian Lillard is out indefinitely for the Milwaukee Bucks right now.
Yeah, that's the rough one. That's tough.
We're going to come back to Dame. I do have a Lakers question for you. Do you feel that their offense has been over the last 10 games where the losing has occurred a little bit more and LeBron's been out the lineup, he's back in the lineup. Do you think that it's been too much your turn, my turn in the offense for that team? Because I felt like against the Magic in particular, you really saw a lot of ISO heavy ball. And the Magic are a team that's really good defensively. They switch a lot. And I feel like sometimes when teams are playing really good switch heavy teams, they tend to fall into the ISO, not trap, but a little bit more ISO ball because it's like we're trying to move the ball and get something, but they just switching. So the ball's not moving faster than the defender is. I got to make something happen. But overall for the Lakers offense, do you think it's too much your turn, my turn, or is that just kind of being over-exaggerated?
No, it hasn't been that the entire that game definitely was an exception. I was watching it, and it seemed like Luka come down, pick his spots. Then, come down, now it's your turn to do this. When we were in our winning streak, collectively, everybody, role players, they know where they're going to be at. Luka picking his spots, where to go. LeBron, everybody was in sync. Everyone knew exactly where you would be. It didn't matter if you were a star, role player, whatever. If you had the ability to score and you had the ability to make that bucket, it didn't matter who you were, it happened. So now it seemed like they kind of did go back to, okay, Luka ISO. And, that can only get you so far. But I feel like, again, like I said, they did get comfortable. So I'm expecting JJ to be like, hey, we got to get back to where we were. We got to get back fluent with the offense and everything like that. So, again, ball movement. That's how we really was killing it. Our ball movement was impeccable, during our winning streak. So once we get back to just moving the ball, being more fluent in the offense, I feel like, again,
it'll pick back up.
Yeah, it'll pick back up.
What y'all going to do about giving up 146 points?
Well, that doesn't happen often though.
That was one of the worst games. That was
that was against the Bulls.
Yeah.
The Bulls that was one of them games where you be like, yo, these niggas hooping. Hey, they ain't hooping. We was trying. We didn't play bad really that game. It was just
they didn't miss. Cody White, Kobe White,
and Dick.
Baselius. Is that how you say his name?
Buzelis.
Yeah.
Bro had 32.
And then what's the name? Almost got a quadruple.
Josh Giddey.
He almost had one. He was 2 steals away from a quadruple double.
It was just one of them guys where you just wonder, fam, they got it tonight. It is what it is.
I would only mention that as a testament to the defensive fall off that we were talking about.
Yeah, that was an anomaly. Yeah. That definitely hasn't been happening the entire season. That was just one of them nights. It was just hey. It is what it is. Everything the Bulls was putting up was falling too. Like they could not miss, bro. Like they was in sync. Mm-hmm. What Shannon B said? Lakers at 5. Lakers at 5.
You know it don't be Chick-fil-A, carburetor. Don't matter.
Don't matter. Lakers at
5. Just real quick to bounce back to the Damian Lillard news of him being out indefinitely. Mm-hmm. Where do the Bucks go? Because now you're looking at a Bucks team that has Bobby Portis, who's out another 7 games, I want to say. He makes his return against the Timberwolves for the last 4 games of the regular season. Mm-hmm. There's no Jericho Sims, who had the thumb injury. He's out. Now you lost Dame, and to lose your starting point guard, to lose the guy who, part of why you made the trade deadline to get in Kyle Kuzma, to bring in Kevin Porter Jr., to bring in Jericho Sims, because you wanted to surround Giannis and Dame with versatile options, and you wanted to continue to have the offense run through the two of them. Mm-hmm. If there is no Dame, what do you do?
What looks like we've done is started using Brook as number 2.
Brook has been the clear number 3 when they were all healthy.
Is that sustainable?
Right. That's the question.
Brook? Right, because since Damon's been out, Brook has stepped his scoring up exponentially, which, okay, but
then you lack defensively, right?
I mean, it ain't like Dame was the guy who was coming in and boosting the defense.
No,
my biggest concern,
his gravity on offense.
My biggest concern without Dame being in the lineup is the offense, especially given that, as I mentioned, the Bucks' offense has played under expectations throughout the year, and now it's just Giannis.
So this would be a time where it'd be great to have Mid still here.
Yes. If he was, Chris Middleton of last year. Yeah. If you watch Wizards game, which I have been, Chris, the lateral movement was already leaving Chris over the last few years. Mm-hmm. My GOAT is a cone on defense right now. But again, he helps set up offenses to get easy looks, and that's the thing I've noticed with the Wizards is how Chris just gets them good shots because he knows how to facilitate. Yeah. And the Bucks need that other scorer, so it's like, is it Kevin Porter Jr.? Is it you? Do you move Gary Trent Jr. into the starting lineup and be like, hey, we need that shooting? And AJ Green is on a big shooting slump right now. We talked about on Locked On Bucks, but over his last 10 games, he's shooting 28% from 3.
Jesus. Over his last how many?
10.
Jesus.
28% from 3 from AJ Green, and he's like a 40% career 3-point shooter.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
You got to.
Like, that's the only thing you can do.
You got to
keep
shooting.
Shoot your way out of it. Man.
But it's going to be a struggle for the Bucks going forward without Damian Lillard. And blood clots, this is seeming like this is becoming more prevalent somehow, it feels like.
Yeah. Definitely hearing more of it.
But really concerning to hear that he has that going on. So I should say, Dame, hope you're good, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, first and foremost, get healthy. We don't. Blood clots can be very, very dangerous. But man, I don't feel as good about the Bucks going forward in the playoffs if Dame is on the sideline here.
I mean, we'll get to be able to see Giannis's way of trying to finish games out.
But can Giannis carry this load
by himself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. By himself,
that's a lot to put on.
He's okay. Of course, he's capable of doing it. But do you want him? Do you want to risk the burnout, getting to the playoffs, and getting through a first round, second round?
I mean, we here now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. It's time. Like, this is the time you're supposed to be putting your foot on the floor, anyways.
Yeah. I tell you what, it is going. I've said you miss Bobby Portis.
Yes.
But his role's not even bigger again if Dame is going to be out going into the playoffs.
17. He'll give you 15 and 17.
We're going to need 20.
I mean, if Brook is stepping in as number 2 scoring right now, them 3 are your bigs being your 1, 2, 3 scorers.
Gary Trent Jr. is probably going to be the guard, though, that gives you the
I think we give Gary the chance. He's been in the role where he had to be the premier offensive threat. He's been in the role where he had to be the number 2, number 3. He's been in a role where he had to be off the bench as a fire star. Like, he's been in a position where he's had enough experience in those roles to where we can put Gary Trent in if we need him to where we need him. And right now, if we need that potent offensive Joe, he would be the number one that goes into there.
I mean, they've been starting Ryan Rollins over the last few games with Dame being out because of the defense that Rollins can give you.
And KPJ's good with the pitch.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to figure it out. Bucks got, I think, 11 games left for the season. So, like, I think it's 11 because they got, I think, 7 more without Bobby, and then he plays the last 4. So
they're 40 and
31, I believe, which is 71 games. So, yeah, 11 games, I believe it is, left for the Bucks. So, Dame Lillard out indefinitely with a blood clot.
Damn, that sucks.
Shaolin joined, and Dwayne in the comments
What's going
too.
on,
What
brother?
up, Dwayne?
What it do?
He said, "What up, people?" Shaolin came in and said, "What up, fan? I see the new digs. Y'all moving up like George and Weezy."
Hey man, every day,
every day, sir, every day. But I almost wore my everyday hoodie today as well. You got your?
I got
the shirt.
I got my shirt on.
Oh yeah, I ain't get the black memo. My bad.
This man moved the mic in order to show off his T-shirt.
I was like,
okay,
calm down.
Right, calm down.
Mr. Loba.
You got a lot going on, but someone else who has a lot going on right now. Brandon Jennings.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna go on?
Shoot. So Brandon Jennings caused a bit of a stir on I think it was a playback with Gil. Gil. I forget what the show was. Gil show actually.
I forgot their podcast name.
The name of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandon Jennings was out here talking that talk, and he's getting tired of people acting as if he only talks about his 55-point game. He's getting tired of folks acting like he wasn't nice when he was in the league. He's had enough.
No chill with Gil, by the way.
Yeah, no chill with Gil. He's had enough, and he caused a stir because he ended up calling out a few different players from his draft class and just some other guards that were hooping around the same time as he was. And he had a lot to say. I want to play the clip for y'all of Brandon Jennings calling.
It was talking about the redrafting the 2009 draft class.
So here is Brandon Jennings' clip that kind of got everybody geeked up. Also, dude, can we clear Shaolin's comment? That's the homie. Appreciate you, boss. Here's Brandon Jennings.
Today all I do is talk about my 55-point game. I don't even bring that game up. I never bring that game up no more. Forget the 55. We're not even talking 55. Let's just talk about this. And then they talk about all I did was play on sorry-ass teams. I went to the Milwaukee Bucks team, and we made the playoffs the first year. Come on, stop it. Just say y'all wasn't ready yet, and y'all had to develop to become who y'all became. It's okay. Don't do that to me. I ain't never had to develop. Since 11 years old, I was playing my mama rent because of basketball. That's how good I was. Stop the cap. Stop this shit. You motherfuckers had to go to college. Don't do that. Everybody getting paid today because of me. Don't fucking do that. Stop that shit. $1.5 million out of high school. Y'all went to class. Don't do that shit. Damn, Lord, we just started the line. Stop that. He said he'll play Jeff. He said he'll play Jeff. Are you standing on that, B? You standing on that, though? Man, I'll play whoever. No, listen.
No, Jeff. Are you gonna play Jeff T?
Stand on that shit.
Stand on it. Not anybody. Are you gonna play Jeff T?
I want to play Jeff Teague. I want to play Ty Loss, and I want to play Lou Will. Wait, what the fuck did you just do?
What the fuck?
Because Lou Will wasn't even part of that draft class. Lou Will was just like, wait, how we get to Lou Will?
No, Lou was like,
there you go.
You got it, boss.
And Lou was immediately like, lace him up. I am here for it.
My man said, something told me to get back in the gym recently. And I just started shooting, put 250 up. Put up 250. And now I hit, okay, there's a reason why.
So this is a conversation that I've just found to be really interesting because 09 class, that's a draft class we got to watch very closely.
Yeah, we did.
We saw a lot of basketball played by them. And even Patrick Beverly kind of jumped in there, tried to act like he wanted to be the one to kind of host the 1v1. And Jeff Teague was like, nigga, I got a podcast too. How you get to be the one who just said
they all got one.
Put your name in the hat, nigga. We gonna pick the people.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. No, it's my turn too.
And Pat Bev kind of respectfully was like, I shouldn't be part of this conversation because I'm just better than these niggas. I'm still hooping. What I got from it. That's what I took away from what Pat Bev said.
So we're not talking about career longevity. We're talking about talent.
Yeah, and that's what Brandon Jennings was arguing, because even he brought up Jrue Holiday and he was like, I'm more talented than Jrue Holiday. Jrue has just had a better career, which I disagree. People act like defense is not a talent skill set.
It's such an important skill to have.
Like, what are we talking about?
If you are a two-way player, you're more valuable than this one-way player, unless you are Steph fucking Curry.
Yeah.
Or Luka Doncic.
Or prime Carmelo. Like somebody who...
Your offense has to be so phenomenal that they don't give a fuck about your defense. And you still gonna catch some heat about your defense. Defense is a skill. One that takes effort and energy to put into, to craft, to hone. You have to go with the mentality that you can't do shit. I'm going to stop you, and you motherfuckers just poo-poo it.
Poo-poo. Yeah, man.
It does not matter.
Brother kids get paid to hold no defense.
It's a lot of niggas that don't. There's a lot of niggas that do. There's a lot of them that do, bro.
You're definitely right.
So we're going to take Jrue Holiday out this conversation, because I think we would all agree.
Yeah.
He's the best of the guys that we are getting ready to talk about here. But I just want y'all to kind of rank these 5 players. Think about them at the prime of their career, because I don't know what this 1v1 gonna look like. That's like, I mean, it's not like us lacing it up.
I'm here for it, though.
But it's kind of like us lacing it up. Like, these niggas is in their mid to late 30s at this point. It's not the same. But thinking of these players in their primes.
Okay.
I want you to rank these 5 players.
Okay.
Brandon Jennings, Jeff Teague, Ty Lawson, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly. Who was the best of those 5?
Lou, I would say number 1.
Lou
was the bucket.
He's a big bucket.
That's my main reason.
Game winners, clutch situations.
Like Lou was
that. Was going to deliver.
Lou was cooking, so that's why I say Lou at number 1.
But Lou was the great 6 man.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
He wasn't
but Lou
tasked.
wasn't
he may be
that
the greatest.
He wasn't tasked to lead a franchise.
The man.
Out of them, who was tasked to lead though?
Ty Lawson was. Jennings was. Teague was at one point. He was trying to be the starting point guard and help the team out.
He wasn't tasked to lead.
Yeah, not the lead.
Well, we'll give you Lou. I'm not Lou. Lawson and
Jennings.
And Jennings for sure.
Okay.
Because Lawson was supposed to be Denver's guy.
Yeah. And to be fair, I honestly think Ty Lawson is one of those names that don't get talked about.
He don't get respect. I
Ty
love Ty Lawson's game, bro.
I think because he was 5'10", 5'11".
He was a smaller guard, but
he was cold.
He was nice. Like I fucked with Ty Lawson.
Offensively, he was the most valid 3-level scorer of the bunch,
and he was a passer.
Yes, yes,
he gave you 8 to 9 assists. They're averaging 8 to 9 assists.
I don't think he ever averaged 8 to 9 assists. Did he average 8, 9? Like that's a lot.
I
thought he averaged 6.
On that
7.
squad. On Denver,
I got you.
Because he also had Kenneth Fareed at that time too, and they had the live selection.
So for y'all,
Lawson in 2014-15 for Denver, he averaged 9.6 assists a game. 75
really?
games.
God damn.
In 2013-14, he averaged 8.8 assists a game.
How many points?
17.6.
He giving you 17
and then 12. So I'm sorry. I started going down up. Hold on. From 11 to 12, he averaged 16 and 6. 12 to 13, he averaged 16 and 6.9. 13-14, he averaged 17 and 8.8. 14-15, he averaged 15 and 9.6.
Solid. Yeah.
Like Ty Lawson was nice, bro. I fucked with Ty Lawson heavy. Like he wasn't no bum. Like when they was looking at I'm like, Ty might be number 1 up there, bro. Like in his prime, Ty Lawson was cold. I fucked with him at least. Like, and I like that Denver team. Like,
I was like, that Denver team was nice.
Because after they traded Melo,
and I've always had an affinity for, even though he's a smaller guard, but past first point guards too. Yeah. Like if you can give me 8 to 9, like hell yeah, you setting the table like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I look for that in my guard, like at least my point guard, because that's what I'm looking for from you.
That's fair. Because and if you like, I also think that Jeff Teague is somebody who, because we learned he's kind of a goofy nigga, and, he gonna make the jokes and everything. But Teague was nice.
No, Teague was nice.
He was young.
Yeah.
Like when he signed that offer sheet for the Bucks in 2013, I was excited. Like, oh, we moving from Jennings to Teague. Like, we're going to get a little bit more defense. Like, it's about to be cracking. And then Atlanta said, "Nah, you staying here." And then the Bucks traded Jennings for Knight. But then we got Middleton, so it all worked out. But I think I would say Ty Lawson is the best of those 5.
Okay. I will say Jennings is like, if they ain't trade me, they ain't admit it, and they ain't get no chip. I'm like, bro, don't do that.
I mean, he right.
I get it.
Butterfly effect.
Right, but that.
Facts is facts.
I was like, I hear you. You can connect that.
Facts is facts.
I was cracking up though. I'm like, you ain't wrong. I guess.
So for you, it's Lou Will.
Yeah, for me, it's Lou. But y'all got Ty.
I think I'm going. Ty.
I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at Ty.
I would probably go Lou.
Lou number 2.
Okay, we can do that.
I'll give Jennings Teague.
I think I'm going Teague. I'm going Teague Jennings. Man.
I don't think I can put Patrick Beverly last. The defense, he was so elite. No, stop it.
I ain't saying he trash. I'm just saying I can see me putting him at 5 between them.
He was so elite.
So who gonna be 5?
Nigga, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just
Somebody
saying.
gotta be.
Out of them, he will be 5.
It's gotta be the Jennings.
It's not because he trash. It's just like
if that's
out of them,
feel,
he would be 5.
He got to be 4 then, or 3, wherever you want to put him. But Jennings or T got to be 5.
I can't put Pat Bev. I don't know over T.
Listen, between Teague, Brandon Jennings, and Pat Bev, the skill sets are way different. Like if you're just talking about going and get buckets, like that ain't Patrick Beverly.
Lou Will averaged 22.
That's why Lou Will was 2 for me.
That's what I said. Lou is up there for sure.
Lou and Ty Lawson, them the top 2.
So that's yeah.
But now Jennings, Teague, and Beverly, I think it's an interesting discussion because Beverly was elite
at defense.
Yeah,
defensive. Yeah,
he was a point guard still too.
And he has, if I remember correctly, he's the best career 3-point shooter of the 5 as well.
So that makes sense.
He wasn't a traditional point guard. He's not someone initiating your offense, but he was tasked to be the defensive stopper. He was tasked to be the guy to knock down the catch and shoot threes.
Yeah, he held the best player on the court. Yeah.
And if you ask Patrick Beverly, it wasn't that he could not do more. It was just that in the NBA, you have to play a role.
Yeah, and he played his role well.
And
he can score.
And that's what we've seen it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
as
saying.
he's gotten older too, in situations where he's had to score the ball.
He was a Laker, man. I respect it.
And when he pulled that camera out,
no, that was hilarious.
That's prime.
That's still one
foolery,
of the. That's still one of the funniest shit in the entire world, man. Okay. Y'all put the camera like, look. Referee, pull the man that shit off.
The ref said,
"Come on, man, get your goofy ass out of here, fam."
So my thing with Teague was kind of like in that mode. He was a floor setter, so he wasn't really I'm finna bust your ass for 45 points, but he'll hit you with 22, 20 sometime, but then he'll set the floor and he makes sure that everything is just flowing seamlessly.
But when he was hot, he was hot.
He was also probably the most athletic of the 5 dudes that we're talking about.
And he played defense too.
He did.
Like I like that Atlanta squad for sure when he was on there.
Yeah. Shalyn said Teague 3, Brandon Jennings 4, Pat Bev 5.
And that's what I said.
Okay. And that's what I'm leaning to too. But
like offensively, I give Brandon Jennings the nod.
Yeah.
Like as a bucket, as a pure offensive talent, I'll give
Brandon Jennings.
I'll give him that over Teague.
Definitely was
that's
a
why
bucket.
I got them there.
Brandon Jennings definitely a bucket.
Everything else that Teague brought us, especially like I said, the setup. Like I think
he was a point guard.
He was one of the more pure point guards. Like,
and just like if y'all haven't, because when all this started, I went back and I watched highlights of all these dudes just when they were younger, just to remember. And again, that's when I was like, dang, Ty Lawson was cold. Like that's a name people should talk about a little bit more. It's just that he had some off the court problems too.
Yeah,
that nigga was always drinking and driving and getting the DUIs and all that stuff. So he had all that going on with him. But Ty Lawson was the best 3-level scorer because he had a really nice mid-range game too. Brandon Jennings was somebody who you saw he was attacking the bucket or he was taking a 3. But I will say for Brandon Jennings, that Achilles injury really did mess him up. Because I felt like when he got to Detroit, the playmaking was becoming a bigger part of his game. It was expanding, and then he got hurt, and it was tough. But yeah, I guess
Teague was giving you 15 and 7 a game in Atlanta.
Solid.
Like Teague was nice, and he had some games. Like I said, he was more of of the two. He was more of a pure point guard
between him and
Jennings, yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
because Jennings was always bucket first.
If you ask Jennings, that's because he had nobody to pass the ball to in Milwaukee.
Hey man, It was
the Brandon Jennings show. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate a bucket getter, man. That's my.
So okay, just to end this, I guess if I had, I feel bad about putting Pat Bev last.
And it's not because he's trash. It's because of oddities out of the 5.
Honestly, Jennings might be 5.
Over Pat Bev's defense over his offense.
We can agree with that. We can agree with that.
There's an argument there.
Like,
I can agree with that.
I considered it.
If y'all just don't remember young Pat Bev and what he was doing defensively.
No, yeah, I remember. He was a menace.
Especially in Houston and the Clip, like Houston,
he was a
Rockets
menace.
And Clippers.
Yeah, that nigga was a menace. Hated him. I hated Pat Bev. What you mean? Like, he was a fucking menace, man. I hated him.
I think I'm going to go Ty Lawson, Lou Will, T. Bev, Jennings.
That's cool. We can lock that in.
And you went.
I went Lou first, and then so I had Lou, Ty Lawson, T,
Jennings,
and then
Bev, and then your 5 in order.
And it was
Lawson,
Ty Lawson, Lou Will, T. Jennings, Jennings, Beverly.
Okay. Let us know in the comments if you had to rank those 5 players.
It ain't no disrespect to nobody.
All of them are
all of
them are really
more so like it's not,
and
it was not even a career thing. It's more so like in their prime, bro. Like, who did you prefer?
I prefer bucket getters.
I preferred point guards. I like legit.
I like a little defense along the way here. So let us know. Ty Lawson, Brandon Jennings, Jeff T, Patrick Beverly, Lou Will. If you had to rank those 5 players, what order would you put them in? I see Sal came in the comments saying this season is cooked again. SMH, blood clots. Yes, sir. We when the news broke about Dame, we spent some time talking about that. So it's man. Terrible luck, man. The Bucks ain't never gonna make it to the playoffs healthy, are they?
We young as shit. We just gonna figure it out this year.
Ain't gonna ever make it to the playoffs healthy, man. We win a championship in 21, 22. Middleton gets hurt. 23, Giannis is hurt. 24, Giannis is hurt. Now 25, Dame is hurt.
Tough, but they're definitely tough break.
And hell, to be fair, 24, Dame was hurt too.
Yeah, he was. That is very true. That is very true. All right. Real quick NFL before we head into some wrestling here.
Wrestling.
The Giants, the New York Football Giants.
Let's go.
They have signed Super Bowl winning quarterback Russell Wilson to a 1-year deal worth up to $21 million. 10.5 of that is guaranteed. Yeah. This comes off the heels of them already signing Jameis Winston as somebody who was considered to be like a backup or possibly push for a starting job. Now they have a quarterback room that is comprised of
words of affirmation.
For sure.
Yeah, with Russ and Winston, it's a bunch of
that organization need all the positivity they can get.
The most positive quarterback room in the league. With those
that is gonna be fun though, him and Winston. But hey, y'all know I'm a Russ fan, man. So I'm happy to see him get put some respect on my man's name. That's all I gotta say. Like, y'all gotta chill out. Russ is not trash. Russ showed y'all last year when he came back from his injury that he still got it. He still throws one of the best deep balls in the game. Like, so put some respect on his name. I'm excited to see what he can do with the Giants. The Giants just got to get it together, man, because they was garbage.
Yes, they were
last season. So, y'all, the whole organization as a whole need to figure something out. But hey, you got Winston, you got 2 of my favorite guys on one team. Like, I'm here for it.
And they picked up DK, didn't they?
No, DK's in Pittsburgh.
That's right. Yeah. Who the hell did the Giants trade for?
I know the Patriots been picking a bunch of people, but I can't recall the Giants making a big
Pickens
splash.
And DK would be.
They either gonna fight
exactly,
or they gonna be.
That's
cool.
gonna be crazy.
They'll be bullies at the wide receiver spot.
And honestly, too, with Wilson going to the Giants, that really means that if Aaron Rodgers wants to play football this season, it's gonna be the Steelers, or it's gonna be you not starting the season on somebody's roster, and you're gonna be waiting to see how things break out.
I don't want to see that
because it works.
I know. Yeah, that's the reason why. Because that's the perfect fit for his ass right now. I want Tom to have to deal with that shit,
That's how I'm on.
Yeah, like I don't want Tom to have to deal with that shit for him.
I did
leave the shenanigans to somebody else.
I did see something that said that Aaron Rodgers, after his last 2 years with the Jets, apparently he has a newfound appreciation for Green Bay, and he wants to be with a franchise that
watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. We tried to tell you, dog.
He wants to be with a franchise that's a bit more stable, like what he had in Green Bay.
Watch out, bro.
The grass ain't always greener.
That's what he found out. Apparently.
That's crazy. That's like when you go cheat on your girl or some shit.
Everybody told him
it's sweet.
They're like, bro, like,
baby, please. I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna be able to go over there and run over her like you do me.
I ain't worried about these hoes, baby. I love you.
No. He took his ass on over there.
He should have listened. He should have watched that Tyler
Perry
movie. 80-20 rule.
I definitely have one thing to say to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, God.
Give us all a break. Fucking retire.
No.
I don't want to see him retire yet.
Retire. Just I'm done.
I like the theater now.
No, I'm done.
I'm here for the entertainment.
Especially now that he's
not Green Bay.
Like,
I'm here for the entertainment.
Retire, fam.
Hold them all hostage.
But Pittsburgh makes so much damn sense.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Every time I turn around, I got an Aaron Rodgers watch.
You got 2 number 1 receivers over there.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
And a good defense.
I was just going to say, great coach.
And they first round
picks. My God. Great coach. See him pull a Tom Brady. Oh my!
I was saying, if I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd ended up in Minnesota. I wouldn't have been, but
he wanted to go there.
In Pittsburgh. No, he did. That's what I said. He was following the Harvard.
And the Vikings were like,
"Nah, we good, boss.
We did this once before.
We good on that.
We tried this once.
Because what's the name coming back, right?
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. That kid has promise.
We gonna see.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking because the Giants still got a top pick in the draft, right?
Yeah, top 3.
Yeah,
they're third, right?
Yeah, third. They got the third pick.
They have
Titans,
Winston,
Browns, Giants,
and they got Winston and
Wilson.
Wilson.
Put some respect.
Winston and Wilson. Sound like a law firm or something.
Oh, what? Cheese.
New York Winston and Wilson LLC.
Both of them shady. Cheese like a
cheese on mine.
A move that would not surprise me, and I would kind of think would be smart
for the Giants.
For the Giants,
okay.
Number 3 pick,
Shador. It's on the table.
For him to learn?
Yeah.
That makes sense for him to learn.
Winston and you have
for him to learn under them too?
Wilson. The professionalism comes from Wilson. And even Winston. Because Winston is now getting into his entertainment, but he has to maintain a level of like his personality.
But he's still a veteran quarterback. Like he knows how to.
So them two there to help groom Shador for at least a year.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
He ain't got to start. He ain't got no pressure. Wilson can start for a minute. Winston can start for a minute. And then the next year, okay, you got it, boss.
Yeah,
we just need you to learn the playbook, learn the team. I think that would be a good move for them if they were to do it. Like I'm not sure exactly what else they'd be looking at. Like they need a lot of shit, but I think if they really want to invest into a starting franchise quarterback like that, then I think that they should draft a quarterback at number 3 with them 2 veterans signed.
That makes sense. It does. That definitely makes sense.
I could see it happening. I could see a team, I don't want to call it, kind of reach for Shador in the top 3 because they need the quarterback. So they're going to go for it. But
yeah. Hunter, still there. So that makes
And he could play because they wouldn't.
That makes most sense to me for top 3.
He could play wide receiver if they need him to or want him to. They could try to slide him in at the number 2 receiver.
That kid's good.
His neighbors got it.
He's really
real
good.
Quick. Do y'all think Hunter in the NFL should be wide receiver or cornerback? Do y'all have a
strong
preference?
Do we think or what he will be?
No, I said, what do you think he projects to be the best at in the NFL? Is he a wide receiver or a cornerback in your book?
I say receiver for me.
Wide receiver.
I want to say receiver.
Yeah.
He actually is a really good route runner. His ability, like after the catch, like his playmaking ability. That's my thing. And he's crafty. He's fast and shit. And he actually runs pretty good routes.
Like he's the number 1 receiver in the draft. I don't know. Old boy from not him. There's one more guy that's the number 1 receiver in the draft, but he's up there.
Right.
Corner, I think they got him as DB listed as a DB.
Yeah, they have him listed as a defensive back.
You take less hits as a wide receiver. Corner, you expected to take more hits because not just hitting the wide receiver, you hit the running back, everybody, and getting hit by everybody. So longevity, career wise, you can stay receiver. I've seen him play. I've seen a couple Colorado games over his career, and
If you're
honestly, he's just as good at corner as he is at wide receiver. That's the problem.
For me, I go corner.
Okay.
Over the receiver aspect because he's a little slim in his frame as well, but also being able to have a cornerback with hands like that,
dude. Yeah,
it's
Dion, like,
you know what I mean? Like it's a benefit. So
because I know they're gonna put him in on offense. They're going to utilize him as a wide receiver.
I can see him. I don't know if they'll do that early on while he's learning a playbook. Like it might be something that he gets a couple plays where he
get in there, show what he can do,
but
put him in the slot a little bit.
It's gonna be interesting to see what they do.
It sure is,
and I hope he can blow the expectations out the water.
Yeah.
Real quick, Shaolin said that if he don't sign before the season, in regards to Aaron Rodgers, you need to pack it up. And Jay-Z said that he's the new Favre.
Oh, definitely that.
I said that too.
To a certain degree.
I said that a while ago.
To a certain degree.
These motherfuckers.
He gets one scandal away.
He has
the drama queen.
One scandal away from being Favre.
I will continue to say he has made his decisions quicker than Brett did, though. Yeah. Favre's watch took far longer than any Rodgers.
Why we gotta watch? Why are we here?
Because you watch greatness. That's
they didn't have a Russell Wilson watch.
He ain't that great.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying.
That's Hall of Famer.
So is Favre. So is Rodgers.
That's what I'm saying. What was Russell Wilson watch at?
He ain't that good.
He a Hall of Famer.
He ain't better than Aaron Rodgers right now.
Ooh, hold on a second.
Russell Wilson right
better
now?
Than right? Yeah, I think he's better than Aaron Rodgers.
I don't.
I'll take Russell Wilson over Aaron
because
Rodgers
there's less around him. I mean, to a degree, you have to deal with all the social media and all that stuff.
Well, ain't far. I mean,
ain't far.
Aaron started looking better.
Ain't Aaron finna be like 42 or something?
Yes. Ain't nothing but a number.
He ain't Tom Brady.
And a ring ain't nothing but a thing.
He ain't Tom Brady.
It's love and I have for you. It'll never change. Which?
Hey, bars.
Aaliyah. Didn't R. Kelly write that song?
You know he did. He did.
The fact that the last thing about that, and I'm gonna move on.
They almost shouted out R. Kelly and shit.
But no, I definitely wasn't gonna do that. The craziest thing about that album cover, Aaliyah's, is that R. Kelly in the background of it, like with his hands against the wall, like looking at her. Have y'all realized that? I
have not seen that. My nigga was doing it. He had the Birdman
hands. Maniacal.
Aaliyah ain't nothing but a number.
Don't have the Birdman hands, man.
The album cover, he is in
filthy nigga. Filthy nigga. That is that nigga though. With a vest on and no shirt. Hell no.
He in the background.
Filthy nigga,
with a vest on and no shirt.
Filthy nigga, dog.
Staring at her underneath the number. Fam.
Looking like he laying on a desk.
Oh, filthy.
He got the face like this.
I had never noticed that.
And she was like 15, 16 at the time.
That's filthy.
Fam.
And with the album,
Lord have mercy,
number.
Boy.
Man.
Where his residuals at, though?
Somebody pay me. I wrote you all them hits.
Put some money on that man books, man.
Where's my money?
Y'all bullshit.
I ain't got no money on my books.
He in jail begging.
Oh, my
I ain't
nigga,
got
please.
no money on nothing.
Somebody, please.
All these songs I wrote y'all.
And that nigga in there keep sweating over some.
Where's my residuals?
Over some conversary.
He need the money buzz, nigga. What?
I'm in here starving, nigga.
Tell me who.
All them hits on the rope for y'all.
Who got my residuals?
Y'all got me in here starving. Fuck y'all.
Who's gonna give me my? Who's gonna give me all of my?
My nigga was like, nigga, my stomach touching my back in this motherfucker.
Tell me who. Don't feed me in this motherfucker.
Oh shit!
Who getting all of my residuals? He went crazy.
The victims. That's who's getting them.
He hit that damn high note so clean.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, I was like, this nigga snapped from over the phone.
That my nigga got the.
I got 2 minutes.
That was a cold.
I got 2 minutes. I said, nigga, you think you a bot? What is this?
Hey, my niggas, I gotta go.
Who's spending all of mine?
Oh shit!
Residuals.
Oh man,
like, that shit was funny, and that shit was cold still.
What?
Nigga still can see.
Oh man,
the voice ain't leave.
He's still gold.
The voice ain't leave him. All right. Anyways, Neither did the creepiness.
My man had the Bourbon heads though. That's
in the background of the the signs.
That's crazy, though.
The signs were always there.
That's crazy, though.
The fact that even and then he called himself the Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper, bro.
And we was just letting him go. Go ahead. Like, go ahead.
The Pied Piper, fam. Ridiculous.
Shout out to the Chappelle Show and the Piss on You skit, by the way.
That's my shit.
One last thing before we move on to wrestling. Have y'all seen all the LeBron James songs that are going
on? Oh, the dog.
There are so many.
Slaps. Of the one I heard recently,
LeBron. What's
LeBron James.
I ain't heard nothing about this.
That one slapped, man.
So the new trend on the socials is just putting together like LeBron James themed songs.
It's just saying his name, fam.
Like there's one that's like, I'm talking about the man on the Lakers, LeBron. Like there are
slaps, fam.
People are getting very creative with this LeBron. Someone even did like, "Hey there, Delilah." Was like, "Hey there, LeBron. I wonder." Like
LeBron medley, bro. It's crazy.
I wonder if I can find the. I want the original LeBron.
LeBron James. I was like, this nigga snap.
LeBron.
No, I had it sounded sexy, bro. Singing LeBron, dog. It's crazy.
And then it was another nigga that added a verse on top. Did I save it? I got the "Hey there, Delilah" one.
They out here cooking.
All my parlays hit today. The Lakers play so pretty because of you. Nobody does a game like you.
The K.
Getting shit off.
It's so many of these. Like people are just singing their hearts out for LeBron James.
The R&B joint was fired though.
I thought I saved the original one, but I don't have.
When I first heard that, I was like, "Oh, he's not."
I think you might have sent it to me on Instagram.
I think I did, yeah.
But the LeBron James music video and song selections have been
shout out to the GOAT, man.
Hilarious.
Shout out to the King.
The King.
The hilarious.
I'm the King around here.
The GOAT.
He actually killed that one.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he snapped with that one. All right.
No, okay. Anyway, wrestling.
Speaking of goats,
let's talk about best storylines in WWE right now.
All right, so my question for you guys: what storyline right now for you are you currently is your favorite, or you're the one that you're most invested in? Coming up on WrestleMania season, there's always a crazy load of storylines to kind of dive into, or if you want, you can love all of them. If not, you look, I'm really looking forward to this match due to this. Which one currently is your favorite? If you like an example, I can go first.
Go ahead. What's your favorite right now?
Go ahead, bro.
At the moment, a guy's back, Mr. Avenue, John Cena, shitting on everybody, and I'm glad. I kept saying before the show started, I'm glad you're here, Ken, because last week I wanted to ask you, what's it like now watching Cena? Because you missed his era too.
I did.
You missed CM Punk's era when he was in WWE. You've come around to CM Punk now that he's back, and he's been doing CM Punk-like things. This is what made him loved by fans.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah, I was just for the city. Okay.
Sorry, you got to hear
that. This shit fire.
Oh my god,
fire, fam.
The only lyrics are LeBron James though.
Oh, he ain't snapped with this shit. Look, the ad-libs, fam.
Y'all wildin'.
Fire, fam.
Y'all wildin'.
Fire, fam.
LeBron.
Fire. I bet LeBron, that's what he listened to before the game and shit.
That's what you listen to before the game.
Hey, bro, shut up.
We pop this home.
Let me get ready.
Jigging through the house and shit.
LeBron. But no, John Cena.
No, so Cena's turning everything against the fan. Everything that they liked, everything that they hated, and it's been masterful. So
yes, it has.
What is your opinion of Cena now that you've kind of gotten a chance to see how he's been working the story to the promos and his interaction with Cody now?
See, I asked you guys off pod before we started. I was like, has John Cena always been this good? Because again, like Tim said, on the mic.
Yes, sir.
I miss John Cena. The thing I remember the most about Cena was him rapping and shit, and that's literally all I remember about him. But this guy is stepping into this heel role. Like, I see why they call this nigga Goat Cena. Like, and I'm not even kidding. Like, on the mic, like, he is impeccable. Like, he is fire. Like, his promos are like, I know, and like I told y'all, like, I know he's an actor, so I know he can like tap into something different than like most guys can. Mm-hmm. But I even love what he's bringing out of Cody. Because he even is making Cody step his promo game up. The promo last night on Raw, I was just like, Cody was in his bag. And I was like, dog, it takes a GOAT to help, bring that out of you. So again, like, I'm invested. Like, I am sold on this. Like, I don't want to see them touch each other until WrestleMania. Just get in the ring, talk y'all shit, do all of that. I don't want to see y'all scuffle. I don't want to see nobody get hit. I don't want to see nothing, because when it come down, like it's gonna be fucking cinema, fam. You still got the final boss there.
Yeah.
We got you can break the record. And Cody said it last night. He was like, yo, just because you so hungry for this fucking title, you're not for to win it. So I don't know, man. It's wrestling is in its bag, but the promos and the storylines for this is amazing.
So to your point about how it's making Cody look better along the way too. Mm-hmm. The best babyface, you got to have the dope heel.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the give and the take of it. And I saw someone talking about how this heel turn for Cena reminds them of like when Andre the Giant turned heel.
Okay.
In the sense that you had such a big presence, like somebody who was really popular with fans turned heel, and it pushed Hulk Hogan's babyfaceness up.
Yeah.
And Cena is somebody who should be able to do that for Cody Rhodes along the way too.
Because Cody is, like, if you really think about it, he is like a Hogan type babyface. Like he's extreme babyface. Like, we haven't had such when he wasn't a babyface. He wasn't a babyface like that. Like, Cody is like a pure, like, if you look up definition of babyface, like, that's Cody.
Cody gonna be in there posing.
Yeah, exactly, posing. And then it's just like, and then I love too is that I really don't know what the hell is going to happen to Mania. I don't know. Cody might, again, like, you had your chance. Like, you was the man. Now I'm the man. So I'm going to beat you and prove to everybody, like, I'm the GOAT now, nigga. But then it's like Cena. Cena still is the GOAT. And then you got heel Cena. I would love to see heel Cena as a champion to just see, like, how that's going to look like.
I want to know what he's talking about the rest.
He said he's going to walk out with the belt and make me laugh of, like, he saw CM Punk do it. Mm-hmm. He said, no, my turn.
I'm going home.
I'm going to do this too.
He said he's going to ruin wrestling. And take the belt home with him so that y'all going to make a new one. Like, he like everything. Everybody, every promo, every segment, I was like, now, what are you planning on? If you going to ruin, like, what does that entail?
Your champion being that much of a heel that's like, fuck wrestling. I don't even fuck no more. I want this title. Fuck y'all.
That's all I wanted. So
yeah, like,
peace.
Again, but still to see like the heartbreak on like these people's faces
in the
like,
audience.
Yeah, like they really like love John Cena, fam.
Cena cooked when he said last week, I made a little boy sad, and y'all are horrible people because y'all ran with it and made him a meme. Y'all are terrible.
Here I go with my point.
Yeah.
I said, did he see the tech file graphic from
Hey, that little boy was shocked. He was like, man, what the fuck?
Was.
Like, God damn.
Including that kid over there.
Oh, shit.
Well, fuck me.
You say fuck me for?
What you say fuck me for? Oh, he's here. I bought your shirt and everything.
And the hat.
And the headband. Wristband,
armband.
Oh, man. But again, man, like it's an amazing thing to see. And again, like, I have no clue what the hell they're going to do at Mania.
Shaolin said, as much as I'm enjoying heel Cena, I will be sick if he wins that title and just drops it. Now, when you say and just drops it, how long of a title reign does it need to be? Because I think if Cena has the title for a couple of months, that can still be a really good story that is told.
Because then Cody that gives Cody the chase again.
Yep.
We love Cody chasing something. And that's what made us fall in love with Cody. Is because he had to chase. So if you get him back to chase and then Cena becoming an ultimate heel, it all makes sense. Man.
And maybe it's not Cody that would dethrone Cena along. Maybe they throw it. Maybe
Punk.
Maybe Punk is the one.
Yeah, Punk finally gets his shot. Like, yo, I wouldn't be mad at that.
My man's Rock said after a long night of taking John Cena's soul. I'm like, hey, yo. I know, you gotta relax.
Put in that work. The final balls.
I know. Why are we here?
Taking soul.
Oh, Lord.
After a long night of taking John Cena.
Lord
Like, come on, dog.
And every time I hear Taking Soul, I do think Mortal Kombat. That's the first thing my mind goes.
Same song.
Yo,
That's
soul
the thing,
is
right?
mine.
Same song and shit.
Yeah.
All I hear is Toasty. He uppercutting it. He's be uppercutting the shit out of his ass, man.
I was like, it wasn't Toasty, he said, was it?
No,
it was Whoopsie.
I was like, it ain't Toasty didn't ring the bell. The vocal inflection did, though. But no, the Cena storyline is definitely one of them ones.
For sure.
One I'm interested in is just the whole Rhea, Bianca Belair, Io Sky thing that's going on. When Rhea just picked up the contract and just signed her name on it, and Bianca Belair, I don't know if y'all follow all of them like on social media, but they are building this story on social media in the background as well. Like, I think Bianca Belair is really close to this crash out. She keeps saying, like, I'm not trying to crash out. I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to keep it cool. But like, I feel like it's coming. It's coming. And we know on Raw, it's going to be Bianca as the special referee for Rhea getting her rematch finally against Io Sky.
I think she wins.
Who?
Rhea.
Do you think it's because Bianca screwed Io along the way?
I think it'll be because something between her and Rhea go pop off. And Bianca ain't go, but something that happened, she ain't gonna have no choice but to have to count to 3. Which then set up the triple threat. Because then they already signed the contract.
Yeah.
So Rhea going into it as a champ doesn't have, and she signed the contract.
It don't matter really.
Now to just be valid, like she's on here now, and y'all two actually had your names on the contract. It was for y'all in the first place for the title.
I say Bianca refuses to count to 3 and screws both of them.
Ooh.
Forcing it still
to be.
Like
walk out?
Yeah, just walk out and force it to be the triple threat.
Well, that'll start the crash out of it all. That's a heel move.
That's what I'm saying. And then that goes into her heel turn. I'm ready for heel Bianca.
If we do get heel Bianca, my hope is that, I know they're on different shows, but the Street Profits and they run, like,
I would love to finally put them 3 together.
Yes, that'd be fire, fam.
Sorry, B-Fab, but I want Bianca.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
I want Bianca in the mix, but that's a triple threat match that's on its way. I've seen some people frustrated at the way that they're telling this story, but I've been fine with the Rhea, Io, Bianca storyline so far, especially because the Naomi Jade stuff is in the background of it.
The only thing that threw me, I wasn't expecting Io to win.
I was not either.
So that kind of, I was like, oh, wow, okay, so that threw it for a loop. Like, damn, what are they really doing? But again, it doesn't matter if Rhea wins Monday or Io contains the title. It's still going to be a triple threat.
Yeah, somehow. It's just, how do we get to the triple threat officially?
Yeah. Give it to me, man. That's going to be a great match.
Yeah. What storyline are you most interested in or have questions about? Outside of Cena.
Outside of Cena's is Jay. So Jay and Gunther have been Gunther has been a menace to my boy to my boy Jay Uso, man. Again, Jay has the greatest fucking like, no one is so over. Real quick, shout out to European crowds.
Oh man.
You make the product so much better. Yep. USA crowds really need to take home and see how lit these past broadcasts have been with a European crowd. Like, the crowd makes it so much grander. It makes it so much bigger and better. So shout out to European crowds. But Jay has been out of sorts lately. Yeah. Like, he hasn't been himself. Gunther has really been in his head. Taking him out his game.
Making fun of him tripping.
Yeah, making fun of him tripping, everything. But it was dope to see him and Jimmy team up yesterday. See the Usos back together and everything, seeing them do the intros together and just seeing that chemistry. Everybody love the Usos, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yeah, that was a good surprise too.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely wasn't expecting it. But now, just because Jay hasn't been himself, and he's back with his brother, Jimmy is in his corner, do you feel that gives him a better chance or a better upper hand to beat Gunther at WrestleMania for the heavyweight championship?
I mean, they're building this kind of like a David and Goliath type of fight here between the two of them, with, like, Gunther has gotten the better of him. He's mentioned he's 0-3 against Gunther, and Gunther been plunking him the last couple weeks at that. So, like, I think Jimmy's words are going to help, but I think Jay wins the title all on his own.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think that there's no
interference. No, I'm not even saying interference. Just knowing that his brother is by his side in his corner, not necessarily out there interfering, but knowing he got his back. He had to give him a pep talk, like, yo, like, you ain't been on your shit, fam. Yo, Jimmy slapped the shit.
That's like echo.
Like, I was like, yeah, damn. Like, he slapped.
I would disagree with y'all on doing it alone.
You don't think he gonna do it alone?
If I had a hood, I throw it up.
Okay, conspiracy.
I'm gonna hit you with
this man putting his bomber jacket over his head. He is taking his headphones off. He's covered.
This nigga don't get this. He like that one dude with no neck and shit.
Big head.
Yeah, he like.
All right,
brother.
What if?
Okay.
Jey Uso.
I can't look at you though.
Is The Rock's last person, and The Rock is the reason why Jey Uso wins, and Jay turns on Jimmy for once at Mania.
But why?
Por qué?
Rock and everybody kind of going on the third thing, right? Like saying that Rock got one more person that he's gonna flip over or whatever the case. And when I've been thinking about it, I'm like, Jay's family.
Yeah.
So they could run that. Part of the bloodline while Rock was around. Run that. No. Jay's family. We're gonna leave it there. But they're leaning into Jay stumbling and fumbling over himself with Gunther. Right? To the point where it's like, okay, what can he do, or can he really do this? So I think he teams up with the final boss.
Okay.
And I think that he wins and beats Gunther and joins John Cena.
Be the corporate. So he gonna have two corporate champs. Okay, one thing with that though. If Jay doesn't win clean, it taints his entire.
I think so too.
Everything, because people love Jay because he's Jay, not necessarily because he's connected to the bloodline or connected to anybody. Like, people love Jay because once he disconnected himself with the bloodline. That's when everyone
took off.
It took off, and everybody wrapped their arms around him. Not saying like what you saying can happen, but I feel like it would take, like, to see that happen. I would be disappointed because do you remember when they fought on Raw, and then when everybody was like, "Damn, I didn't realize that I fucking wanted Jay to win like so bad."
The Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah, Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah. Yep. So it's just like he lost 3 times, fam.
He got to get the fourth.
He has to.
Now,
and then having it being at the grandest stage ever, and you being the champion, just people gonna be yeeting out their minds.
I mean, think about the pep talk. Jimmy gave Jay the pep talk because the botches and shit.
Yeah.
Like, those are legit.
He did say you need to be more bloodline. You got to be
get your shit together. Like, tighten up, my boy, and you need to be more fan oriented. You need to, lean on him a little more.
But to that, I will say now. When we get to WrestleMania predictions in less than a month here, I think Jay will beat Gunther at WrestleMania.
I agree with you there.
Which makes me feel more inclined to say Cody loses.
Yeah.
One heel champ, one face champ. I just want to throw it out there now. I can change my mind before we get to our official predictions, but that is something I have been thinking about with that. And for Jay, it's been so much conversation with the internet wrestling community of just like, he don't deserve this. He been botching stuff. This match at WrestleMania against Jimmy Uso was terrible, and now he get a title shot. Like, fam, he has organically grown.
Exactly.
And been the hottest act
since.
You give the people what they want.
And maybe his title reign ain't gonna be a year long. Maybe
it
it's
probably
a short
won't be.
reign.
It'll be a few months, probably by SummerSlam, and he'll be out of there. But
he deserves it.
Yeah, he definitely does.
He deserves it. So.
Look at it when he comes out. Like, this man, there's nobody more over than this.
It ain't fake.
It's not. Like, there's nobody more over than Cody. Maybe
we should just start doing. We should next week start power ranking the storylines in WWE. Of like, these are the top 5 storylines right now in this moment.
We can do that.
Because I think it's a lot that we didn't even get a chance to get to that I've been interested in. Like,
get into it. What's up with your boy Chad, man?
Americano?
Yeah, bro. Being a
my boy going crazy.
A Lucha Libre, bro.
Going crazy, dog. Gear was kind of fire yesterday.
All right. I mean, it's just so many different things happening right now where I'm like, man, I'm interested in this. Like
the Intercontinental Championship with New Day. I'm not New Day.
With Penta and Judgment Day.
Judgment Day been on the terror.
Man, and on top of that too, even the SmackDown Tag Team title race and contention, it made me think like, dang, ain't nothing happening with the Raw Tag Team belts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they got to figure out the War Raiders still don't have them.
They don't have nobody to fight.
It took me a second to even be like, who is the Raw Tag Team?
Yeah. But they don't have nobody. They don't have a tag team.
All right. Well, as we wrap up here, we have some bad news. JuJu Watkins.
Trash.
Torn ACL. She is going to be out for like a year now with that news. So that is just unfortunate. It was a collective on the internet of people just being like, damn.
Yeah, I was saying, I was watching it live. I'm a huge JuJu fan. I got her fucking jersey in the crib. So, like, that's my girl. I've been watching her since high school. And then to watch it, like, she got bumped and everything like that. But, I don't know, to see how she was agonizing. Like, she was, like, in clear, like, pain. And it just hurt to see that. Because, you know, she's been cooking, man. She one of the top women, like, in the world or whatever. So, but, yeah.
I mean... that is what it is. It's
yeah, but prayers out to her, man. Speedy recovery. You know, it's ACL, it ain't speedy, but you know, hope everything works out and she comes back strong. Hey, it happened to Paige too.
Yeah, and Paige has been hooping.
Paige been balling. That's another one of my girls. Can't wait to see her in the W. Mm-hmm. So you know, just prayers up for her, man. Just hope that she, you know, stays focused. Mm-hmm. Don't get, you know, distracted. Don't get discouraged or anything like that. You can get right back to where you were.
A word. And that's how we're going to end the show this week. We appreciate everybody who came through live. Drop some comments for us. If you are in the YouTube, make sure that you like the video up. Drop a comment even afterwards if you can to help the algorithm, help people find the show, share the show, all that good stuff. And if you want to follow us on social media, catch Technical Foul Podcast at TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky Technical Foul Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. And if you want to follow me on the social medias, you can catch me
wait a minute
on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and these PSN 2K streets at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE.
Oh, J's not here.
Yeah, the Eric J is not here, but on Blue Sky he is the Eric J 2, number 2. That's all you get.
Me, I am everyday_gentleman on Instagram. I'm K Harris 216 on Twitter, Snapchat, and Blue Sky. Yeah.
And it's your boy. It's your boy TIMKI.
I thought that was
LA Knight.
That was my guy. I thought he was going to join us.
Join up with the final boss.
Yeah, he need to do something.
Yeah,
Daniel.
It's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Catch him, aka Mr. Give It To Me. C'est la vie. Till next week.
Come on, stop.
Till next week. I'm gonna say Montoya.
Porque! Rip that shirt open until he's when it's supposed to be the same.
Understand.
Only.
The camera cut his dick.
Bro, I felt that before.
My boy running full speed down the beat. Trying to get to him, my boy. You ain't run fast enough. Them strokes was coming full speed. That 4K was serious. 4K! Oh my God!